So we're playing Drac here. This map I'm pretty familiar with. I think as a newer player, one of the things, like, once you start learning maps, it makes a huge difference. The idea, you know, you always see all gens at the beginning, so what I do is I try to get in the survivor's head. So I play Survivor more. I would say I made that. So I always try to think about, if I was a survivor, I'm assuming the killer spawns like a little bit away. So let me try to go to like an obscure generator. So my first thought process is, like, especially on this map, is to go into this underground area and check all these gens. I haven't played Drac in a while. Something I didn't do. I did everything, but I did not teleport with bat form. I actually just forgot about it. It's pretty bad. My focus was getting a foundation of the map. I guess I'm not too, like, this dungeon area here, I'm not too comfortable with. So I was doing a little bit of exploring. Something that concerns me is, like, I only know 2 ways out when you're in this dungeon area. This portal over here and taking the stairs. That concerns me a little bit. I don't like go around exploring every map. But I didn't see them underground at all. So we have to go to the top. I'm like, okay, well, I feel like I've checked every gen. So let me go check this one over here. And lo and behold, we got 2 people. Very good for me. This person just does not get off the gen. This is really good because we get into our first chase here and we actually get them fast. Like, they don't go somewhere that they can loop us for a while. So we get a pretty good chase early. I do not put much thought process into where I hook somebody at. For the most part, I'm just looking for one that is the closest to me and I can hook them relatively easy. Sometimes it'll depend on the map. I will put some thought into it, but for the most part, I'm not thinking too much about it. Something with this game in particular is that these people have the worst unhooks ever. So I don't like to tunnel, I don't like to slug. I limit test Hellfire right there. I still do that as Drac. Just kind of see what it's about. I figure Leon has those distance on me, so I go ahead and hit that gen. Go to Wolf, just so I can be ready to pounce. You know, I don't really see too many pals over here. We missed our second one, but we still close the distance there. So we can go Drac here. Oh no, she's about to vault. This is our double hell flame. I like this, but the question is, like, what is Leon doing there? Does he have flashlight? Does he have, he's something in his hand. So I'm not too sure his thought process there. Oh, he does have flashlight. Okay, interesting. So that's what he was trying to do. But even though I whiffed the Hellfire earlier, it still seems like some people don't know how to play around Hellfire properly. So it gave me a good chance to do something that I haven't done before. That's pretty cool. I think it's pretty rare, pretty difficult to hit a double Hellfire. But definitely a cool highlight. We have an interesting little scenario here of, like, where's Leon? What I do is that I just completely backtrack. So I position myself at the gen. I started thinking about, okay, where did we go? Where did we chase from here? So I see Leon there. He didn't crawl away anywhere. But if he did crawl, I would think I would have seen his blood marks and it might have been easier to track him. Anyways, we're in really good state. I can see that this guy got unhooked yet again. So all I gotta do is just, like, backtrack all the way over here. So instead of them going to a new gen or exploring more of the map, they, like, stay around this area. So they make my job very easy. I don't really have games that are quite this easy before. And something I feel like when you see Wolf pounce, you might have a chance to dodge or mind game or something, but maybe it's just lower elo. People always just still run that straight line against pounce. So I'm normally able to hit it and not have too much issues. So I still feel like Wolf value is nice and high. Since I'm a little better, I like to use bat more for chases and stuff. But I don't think this game is a good example of it. We're mostly just able to beat these guys on chases like this, and it's pretty classic. It looks like if Leon hit, like, a sharp 90-degree, maybe you could have dodged that, but it's pretty hard anyways. Like I said, it doesn't seem like this guy's remembering that I have Hellfire anyways. So we hit quite a bit this game. We're in a really good spot. Leon should be on death hook after this. So they're continually doing this unhook situation, making the game very easy for me. So I can just go back and forth, not put too much thought. I do see at the last second, and even though I see that as the illusion, I still whiff on it. So here we have a weird case of getting teabagged, which kind of blows my mind. Because to me, like, survivors have no power. Survivors just try to get out, you know? I know there's, like, bully squads, there's things like that in this game, but to me, killers always have more power, especially when they can do, like, really cringe stuff like bleed somebody out, right? So I feel like it's very cheeky to be BMing at all, especially when you're this far behind, no gen's done. So, very awkward. We don't see that again, but it's pretty arrogant to do that. We limit test there with Hellfire some more. Leon does something bad here? Just like goose on the pallet? I feel like, you know, this guy could be fine, but this game was a bad demonstration of their skill level. So we're gonna put Leon away. We're not seeing some people this game. You know, we've just been trying to deal with a few. Like the Sable and Leon for sure. And then there's like been a Meg there too. But this game has been pretty good for us. I'm just bored. I'm so far ahead. I take time to destroy that pallet. There's no reason to really do that. I guess making sure it doesn't bother me in the future, but it's not something I need to do. Here's a demonstration of I'm going underground because I'm wondering where some of these guys are at. Good time to teleport there, but I just completely forgot. Like I said, I haven't played Dracula in a while. I'm playing other killers, and the thing about other killers is that they have very straightforward game plans. You know, they can't do a lot of the cool things like Drac can and some of these other killers. So sometimes I'm getting into that mindset of like, we have to play the game normally like everybody else. So not great. I think you should just be like abusing your full kit, especially. But whatever the case, 2 down. I mean, Sable's in really bad shape. I just assume those guys are not underground because you see the way they've been playing has been so linear that I assume there's like hyper focused on getting some of these gens up top. So as expected, I go back to check on this one, which to my greatest surprise, they're not on. So I'm like, okay, well, I bet they're still above ground. So we're just gonna go walking around here. Good thing the gen got effed up right there for me to notice while in bat form, because I don't think I would have seen scratch marks. But whatever the case, worked out pretty well for us. We're gonna hit our pounce. This guy's route was not great. Maybe saw the pallet late. Whatever the case, we're going to hook this person. You know, like I said, this was a decent game. I think sometimes when you play killer, you want like fun, good games. It's hard though, because sometimes games are just like a complete wash, or sometimes you just get completely bodied. So I don't think every killer game is like the cleanest thing that existed. It's hard to find like the perfectly balanced games. And sometimes you could just have like a survivor or two that can just loop you forever, and it makes the game very difficult. Something I'm doing here is I'm not camping. I think as killer, like I play survivor a lot. You should return the favor. So something that I hate for killers to do in a situation like this is just like camp or play lame or slug or anything. So I just left that guy hook and I walked around the map. I'm like, if you want to go get the rescue, go ahead. We'll play the game yet again. I might go back to go chase, but I let them do their thing. I'm actually surprised when there is no rescue. So this guy is already playing for a hatch. Something I'm bad about. So looking back in hindsight, I can see the bottom left. Hatch is going to spawn. The moment it spawns, what I should be doing is going bat form looking for this hatch. Or looking for that guy earlier. You'll notice that there were scratch marks. But okay, so this is the moment that hatch spawns. So what I should be doing, and I'm not really thinking about it, I should be going bat form right now looking for that hatch. But instead I'm not. I'm just trying to like expect to find him somewhere down here. But nope, not at all. Dude will find hatch here in a second, and we got a little 3K. It's fine. Pretty good game. Double Hellfire there is definitely really cool. So sometimes, you know, games get a bit of a wash. You just take them as you do and, you know, go next.